So in this lecture, let's make our web page look a little bit better by adding Bootstrap and actually placing these links and the links name inside a Bootstrap table. So in order to do the same, first of all, let's search for download Bootstrap 4, and we actually want to get the Bootstrap CDN link. So simply open up the official Bootstrap site and just copy the Bootstrap CDN. So I'll just go ahead, copy that, and let's go back over here and let's go inside the template and paste that CDN link up over here. So now once we have Bootstrap, our site is going to look a little bit better than the previous version. So if I hit refresh, as you can see, the font improved a little bit, but now we actually want to go ahead and we actually want to use tables in here. So I can simply search for table in here and let's see what kind of table options do we have. So now if you scroll down a little bit, as you can see, we have different kinds of table options which we can choose from. So let's say you want to display the information in this specific format. So let's go ahead and actually copy this entire table which we have. So let me just copy this. Let me go back to our code, and in here let's go ahead and paste this specific table right in here. And now what we want to do is that we actually want to go ahead and make use of this for loop to actually loop through this particular table. So the very first thing which we do is that, as you can see, we have these rows in here. So we'll get rid of the extra rows which we have. So let me just go ahead, delete that. And I guess the table is actually copied multiple times. So let me just also go ahead and get rid of that as well. Okay, so now once we have this table with the table head, the table body, and one row, we are good to go. So this is what exactly we want. So now let's replace this with ID, because we actually want to display the ID of our link here. And this should actually display the name of our link, and this should actually have the actual link. And let's get rid of the fourth heading which we have in here. And now the next thing which we need to do is that we have this table row in here, and in this specific table head, let's go ahead and get rid of this table head over here. And now instead of these three over here, we'll actually go ahead and make use of the link ID, the link name, and link address. So in here I can simply type in link.id, and in here I'll type in link.name, and the last one which we'll use here is going to be link.address. So I'll say link.address, and now we actually have access to these over here, but now the question arises, where exactly are we going to use this for loop? So in order to use this for loop, you actually need to place it right before the table row. So place it right over here before the table row tag actually starts, and end the for loop exactly where the table row ends. So here the table row tag ends, so place the end for over here, because we actually want to have multiple of these table rows inside our table. And now let's finally get rid of this thing. And now if you save the code and if you go back over here and hit refresh, as you can see, now you actually have all these links saved over here. So now, as you can see, our web page actually looks much more better. But there's one issue with our current web page, is that if you keep on refreshing this web page, these same links are going to be added up over and over, because we are constantly visiting google.com and we are saving those same links in our database. So in the upcoming lecture, what we will do is that we'll actually go ahead and provide a input field over here so that user can actually enter a new URL over here which he wants to crawl, and we will also provide a delete button over here which will actually delete the existing links which are present in our database. So if the user does not want any kind of old links in his database, he can just go ahead and with a simple click of a button, all the old links inside our database will be deleted. So we will go ahead and learn that in the next lecture. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.